Good morning. I'm in the lovely city of Porto in Portugal, where we arrived yesterday, and it's pretty much the start of Linda, my wife, and her four sisters' walk from Tui to Santiago, walking the Camino. And a lot of people do this these days for religious reasons, for personal reasons, for social reasons, and finding friends, sorting life out, and many other things. But good morning, the 11th of May. Now, we're not in Porto anymore because, as it happens in lives of pilgrims, they move on. So last night we slept in Tui, and the five sisters started their pilgrimage this morning, and I am waiting in a small Spanish town called Porrinjo. So my share with you today is still one single verse from Luke 24, where the disciples arrive in Jerusalem and they tell the others that Jesus appeared to them, and then the others say, yes, Christ has risen, and he appeared to Simon. A very small sentence, just 5 or 6 words, but always so touching. Jesus appeared to Simon, and my reflection with you today is all about guilt. I start my day, one of the habits I start my day with is reading from a book called The Daily Stoic. And on this very morning, the reading was all about guilt. And the topic said, guilt is worse than jail. And a quote from Seneca, who said, the greatest portion of peace of mind is doing nothing wrong. The greatest portion of peace of mind is doing nothing wrong. And those who lack self-control live disorientated lives and disturbed lives. And so about guilt. Now that's the Stoic way, is just doing nothing wrong. But as we all know, in all our lives, things go wrong and we have perceptions. And a lot of people live with guilt, feelings of guilt. Now you might be blessed that you don't have it, but a lot of people live with feelings of guilt. Guilt towards God, guilt towards other people. And then we have this amazing verse that it's only in the Gospel of Luke, that after Jesus was resurrected, he appeared to Luke, to Peter. Can you imagine for one moment the guilt that man must have had? Denying Jesus being aware of it, he ran away with all the other disciples. The one who said, Lord, I will never leave you. At least those 3 days before Jesus appeared to him must have been excruciating. It must have been so difficult living with that guilt. Dear friends, God doesn't work that way. He doesn't load stuff on our shoulders. And I wonder what Jesus would have said to Peter. Peter, just let go. It's over. And made no difference, my love, about you. Now, we struggle with that, but God doesn't. So whether you have guilt or anger towards someone else because of feelings that you think they should be being guilty of doing things, that's not the way God wants us to be. And the burden it loads on our lives is just unbearable. So let go. It's only in your minds. God said, Jesus says, don't live with that. Be free. And then practice it from my side, practice to let go whenever those feelings of anger towards someone else or shame and guilt towards yourself. Decide to let it go. It's something in your mind, and God doesn't want you and us to live that way. So, as a true pilgrim, move on. Listen to this music. Confitemini. Confitemini. The Lord is good. Have a lovely day.